everyone, good morning. Lovely to see you all. Right, so today we're going to carry on from our lesson that we've done the last few weeks. Most of you that are here today have been here already. So as always, just a little reminder to make sure you've got plenty of space, you're wearing clothes that you can dance safely and easily in, and at any time you can change things to suit yourself. So for those more advanced around you, you can make things a little bit more difficult if you want to, add in extra arms or balances, or if you're feeling a bit tired or just your legs and arms aren't doing what you want them to, then just take it down a step, okay? Right, that's it, so let's get warmed up. Oh, okay. Right, so starting, we've got 4 sways, side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, gallop to one side, take the arms all the way around, and a gallop to the other side. And we just keep repeating that. Do that, can't remember how many times, a long time. And then we've just got some sways in your own time with a little twist, just to open up our back and our hips and our shoulders a bit. Okay, let's do that with some music. She says. Here we go. 1, 2. Good. Just keep the knees nice and soft. Okay, we're going to go into our little sways with a twist, just in your own time, because it's quite fast. So nobody pinged their hands on anything. Right, so our next little warm-up exercise was for our feet. So we've got legs parallel, just pushing your heel forwards. So stretching the foot 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 either steps or springs, trying to get still pushing the heel forwards, try and get a really good bend on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go as fast as you can with a port de bras. 5, 6, 7, 8. Push 1 and 2, 3, 4. Ping 1, 2, 3, 4. As fast as you can with a smile. Here we go. Push 1, 2, 3, 4. Ping 1, 2, 1. We're doing 2 more sets, I think. 1, 2. Sharp toes. Last one. Ping. 1, 2, 3, 4. And rest. Good. Right. So we're going to move on to our bar work now. So it's up to you what you use as your bar. See, I'm kind of in the middle there. Just make sure whatever you're using is nice and stable, okay? And obviously those more advanced around you, you probably don't need a bar. You can just take your hands off if you wish. Okay, so we're starting with plies. So we've got first position. And what we're going to think about today is every time you close the legs, really pulling them up inside, because that's going to take you into the rise, which in the setting always comes after the plie. So we're taking a demi-plie, 1 and 2, squeeze up into your legs and lift the heels and the arm, 3 and down, and 2, down, and up, and down. Then 3 comes down, arm comes all the way up and over, all the way over to your bar, all the way round. Scoop the arm up and lift the heels, so still pulling up in the legs. If you want to, you can take an extra balance. Come down, and we're going into second position. So there's no full plays in this setting. We repeat it all in second, up to our balance. Then we're going to bring that leg in front in third or fifth. Whole thing again. And on that rise, you can either turn to face the back, so you've still got your bar, or you can turn around to the other side. So you just swap hands, and you've got to have the other leg in front in your third or fifth position. Just to repeat it one more time. Okay? Right, so first position to start with. Pulling up inside the legs. And 1. Squeeze them together and lift. Then plie, take the arm all the way up and over. Up and hold. Come down, second position. Well done. Remember to keep that really straight posture as you go down. Up and over. Rise. Hold. Plie. Bring that leg in front in third or fifth. Plie, taking the arm all the way over in your side port de bras. Rise. Hold. Now we're going to change sides and legs. Demi-plie, so just have the other leg in front. Rise. Really pull the knees together. Now pull the knees together. All the way over. Rise. And hold it. I forgot to warn you. Hold it till the last echo of the music. Oh, well done. Beautiful balance. Good job. So someone sent me a message to ask the difference between third and fifth position. So if you take your feet into first, I know you don't all have ballet shoes, but ballet shoes have a seam on them, just in the middle of your, right in the middle of your foot. So third position, you would take the heel onto that seam. And you'd always make sure, as always, that our knees are going the same way as your toes. Fifth position, you would take your heel up to between the end of your big toe and your big toe joint. Again, it depends it's one of those things, it depends on which syllabus of ballet you've followed as to exactly where that goes, but it's round about there. And you'll feel that it's much harder to pull the legs up together. Okay, and your knees should still be going over your toes. So sometimes you might find if you take the foot further across, the knees start to come forward, so that would be bad. Okay, that's why we normally use third, because it's a much safer position. Okay, so that's the difference, just taking the legs further across. Okay, right, we're going on to our Tondus and Flex. So, outside leg, whichever arm or leg you're using first. We're going to take the arm just out to second. We have Tondu, push with the heel, Tondu and squeeze. 2 and flex, yum, bum, bum. 3 and flex, yum, bum, bum. Then it was a little plie, a releve, which is a sharp rise to turn around either to the back or the other side. Repeat on the other side. 3-point flexes, back round to the first side. Then we did the same again, but with a fondue on the flex. Tondus, flex, da, yum, bum, bum. 3 times, turn round, 3 times, turn round. Then I'll have to restart the music and we're going to take the whole thing derriere, which means outside leg has to start at the back, which is a bit weird when you go to the other side. So it'd be just the same, straight ones, 3 times, then with the fondue. And this was the hard part when we were trying to keep really straight and not tip forwards. Okay? Right. Let's take the arm to second. Tondus, flex. So both legs straight to start with. Really push with that heel. And turn. And really pushing the heel forwards. Third one, turn. Now we're going to add the fondue in, still trying to keep that height in your body. Change. Tondus, fondue. Now, that's it. Finish as tall as possible. Always trying to make yourself an inch taller. I spent my whole life trying to be an inch taller. Right, now take the outside leg behind. Okay? And just remember that my demonstration is not perfect at the moment, but that you're trying to keep your pelvis really still when this leg goes to the back, and we're trying not to let it tip forwards. It's really hard to do, especially if you've got a bump. Right, so outside leg and behind, and we'll take the arm out on the introduction to go derriere. And Tondus, flex. Squeeze, so keeping this as still as possible here. That's the last one. Change. Outside leg behind. Well done, lovely still bodies. Change. Take the leg behind, you're going to add in the fondue. 1, 2. Still trying to keep this as straight as possible. Change. Take the leg behind. Third one. Change. Still got that height, pelvis nice and straight. And relax. The thing with being so distant by camera is I can't check that everyone's breathing. So remember, through that, do be conscious that you are breathing and you're not holding your breath to concentrate, because you're going to feel a bit rubbish by the end. And you also, your body will tire quicker. Right, these glisses. So let's see, after me saying last week, oh, I'll get the counting right, and then getting it wrong. Let's see if I can get it right today. So, Batman glisse. Again, you don't need a bar, you can take your arms in first. We're just using second position, legs going out to the side just off the floor. So we're going to start with the 8s today. So we're going to do 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Then we reverse that and go to the 1s. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, 8. Means by the time you get to the end, the last 2 sets of 8 will feel quite hard work on your legs and the muscles just underneath your bottom. Okay, because we're trying to keep that same pull up in our legs that we had in the plie exercise. Right, shoulders relaxed. Nice deep breath. Here we go. Oh. Sorry. keeping the body still. Change. 4s. 4. Keep really still. 2. 1s. Now we start with the 1s. 1. 2s. 4. 8. 7, 6, 5. Change. As promised last week, we're starting again. 8. Change. Keep breathing. 4s. 2s. Try and keep the legs really straight so the knees don't flex. 1s. Back onto 1s. 1s. 2s. Legs might be starting to get tired. Last time, 8s. 7, 6. Last set. 6, 7, 8, and relax. Well done. I have legs of steel ready for when the snow arrives in a few weeks. Right, give your legs a shake off if you need them. And we're going on to Rhonda Johns next. So we're working our hips a bit more than our legs. So, not a difficult exercise, but what we'd added in an arm, a little port de bras, which meant your brain had to just work that a little bit harder. Try and get back in the middle. So, we're taking 2 slow Rhonda John and then 2 kind of medium, quicker ones. Okay? The arm goes forward with the leg. As the leg comes to the side, the arm's coming up. The leg moves to the back. The arm opens and it comes down. So they should end up closed at the same time. We'll do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then it's a bit smoother. So the timing of the arm is just a little bit quicker. 1 and 2 and whoosh around. Then from there, the arm and leg come down. You step forwards on the leg you've just used, taking the arm up, squeezing the legs into fifth. Remember to take the bar arm with you. Don't leave it behind you. Then we turn, either to face the back or the other side, and we're ready to start again on the other side. 1, 2, 3, close, 2, we'll just mark it so you can get that other arm. 3, close, and we do it with the whoosh, whoosh, around, whoosh, around, step, squeeze, trying to take the hips forwards, and then turn around. Okay, and it goes twice on each side. It's that step forward is actually the part where most things go wrong, and that's probably the easiest part. So we're all very good now at keeping our hips, our pelvis still as the leg goes round. As you step forwards, things that might go wrong are you're gripping your bar, so you end up twisting. Okay, so you want to let that hand just be nice and loose, it slides forward with you. Other thing is that, and again, it's a natural thing for your body to do, but remember in ballet we're trying to kind of fight what's natural a little bit, and that what could happen is that, and you lead forwards with your belly button and the shoulders go back. So what you want to do is pull up those abdominal muscles and just squeeze underneath your bottom. So we've got that really nice straight posture. Imagine it looks straight before we turn. Okay? Right. Remember, this is a beautiful piece of music, this one. Ready to take the leg forwards. 1, 2, 3, close. Trying to keep the pelvis still. Then we go whoosh, whoosh, around, whoosh. Step up, take everything with you, change. Ready to take the leg forwards with the other leg this time. And whoosh, whoosh. Step up, squeeze everything, turn. 1. That's it. Remember, anytime if the arm gets too complicated, just take the arm out of the equation. Now whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Step up, change. Sorry. And whoosh. Step up. Good. And then get that lift at the end, shoulders nice and wide. And relax. Well done. Good coordination. Sorry, I was trying so hard to watch that I lost my arm coordination at one point. Sorry about that. Right, now, going to get those legs moving a bit more for grand battement. Again, a fairly simple setting compared to some of the ones we've done, but we'd added the arm positions in, which just, again, was just working our brains a bit more. So when the leg is coming devant, the arm's coming to fifth, and we had 2 grand battement, 1, and close, 2, and close. Then the third one went 3, and down, and up, and close. Then we take the arm to second, leg to second, 1, and close, 2, and close, 3, and down, and up, close. Then we bring the arm to arabesque. This is the trickier one. And what we thought about last week is trying not to reach forwards with that arm, trying to keep the shoulders nice and wide. So your hands just resting in front of you. To the back and close, back and close, up and down and up, close. Arm opens to second, and we have 3 retires. More advanced among you could take a retire releve, so up onto your toes. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, change. And then the arm had to come up, ready to go on the second side. Okay? Doesn't matter how high or low your legs are, as long as both legs stay straight. So the supporting leg has to be straight as well. Don't try and sneak that leg up a little bit higher and let the other one relax. Okay. Here we go. Taking the arm all the way up. Front. Up, down, up. Arm and leg to second. Take the leg to the back, arm to the front. Retire. Up, down. 3, change. Take the arm all the way up. Up, down, up. Arm to the side. Arm to the front, leg to the back. Shoulders wide. Retire. Up, down. Change. Well done. Right, so I'll just go over what the retire releve is, in case any of you want to kind of change that up a bit when you're at home. I'm going to hold on with both hands just because my balance is a bit off just now. So, retire releve, you bring the leg up as you did, but you'd snatch up onto a rise on the other leg. Okay? So we have done them before facing the bar in an exercise. We haven't really done them very much sideways to the bar. Okay, but if your legs feel like they can handle it, let's do that. Right, we're going on to our other releves. So we were doing releve fifth and then a chape releve to second. So we've got out, well, whichever leg. Right leg in front. 3 releve fifths. This was when we really had to squeeze the top of your legs together. Squeeze, plie, squeeze, plie, squeeze, plie. Then we did another squeeze, but we opened the feet to second. That was the harder one. Close the other leg in front. Squeeze, 2, 3, second. Did it 4 times, had a rest. 4 times, had a rest. I think it goes, we went 3 times through. We'll see how the music goes. Same as normal. You can either just keep your fingers resting on the bar, don't want to start to lean forwards, or you can just take it in the centre with your arms in first. Okay? Straight on the landing. 3rd or 5th. Shoulders wide. We'll just sort in the camera. And squeeze. 2, 3 seconds. 2, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Rest for a set. 5, 6. Ready, we start again. And 3, 2, 1, open. Watch you're not leaning on the bar. And rest. Just give your legs a shake off. That's going to finish. Oh, no, it's not. We've got another set to go. Here we go. Ready? And 2, 3 seconds. Isn't that a treat? Really pull the knees and the thighs together on the squeezy ones. Last set this time. There we go. Well done. Shake your legs off. Well done for doing that 3rd set. Right, I really should write down better notes. Right, I'm going to stretch our legs out, starting down from the bottom and working our way up. I'm just going to take a quick drink. So, like always, just adjust these to suit you, because we're all very different shapes and sizes and stretchiness. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to face it at a bit of an angle, but I can still see you. Right, so we're going to start off stretching our calves out. So that's the muscle group that really did work in those releves. So you might feel they're quite tight. So, legs parallel, little plie, keep the hip pelvis straight, push the right heel or left heel back and down towards the floor. Hips pushed forward, shoulders relaxed. You should feel the stretch up the middle of your calf. If you don't, take this leg further back and just check you're not leaning forwards, because that's not going to help stretch the leg. Change legs. This time, just take one foot behind the other and bend both knees. So you might not feel this one as much. This works the underneath part of the calf muscle. I can't remember its correct name. It's part of your soleus. Anyway. Change legs. So sinking down, making sure the pelvis doesn't tip back. And come up. Right, we're going to take the feet in a wide second position. Okay, wider than we would have had when we were doing plies. Taking a bend, and then just a little rock side to side. So opening up the hips as well as stretching in the back of your ankle. Right, we're going to go a little bit further over to the side in a lunge. Raise the toes. So you can be as low to the floor as you want for this one. Change. 3 and 4. Change. 1, and 2, and 3, 4. Change. Just going to do one more on each side. Last one. And just walk the feet back in. Well done. Right. What we missed out last week is just to get our hips moving before we stretch them. So you're taking your knee across, up and open. If you have a chair, you can take your leg up and over the back of your chair. Or the front of your chair. I think that's more my height just now. There we go. So remember to try and take it as far across as you can. So what we're trying to do is use the full range of motion in your hips there. As far across, then as far open as it can go, and as high. Keep going. Stop this. Okay, and relax. Just going to hug one knee up in towards your chest. You can keep one hand on your bar if you wish. And change. Relax. We're going to stretch the front of our hips. So this one, just be careful with your knees. Two options, either holding onto the foot and pulling the knees together, keeping the hips pushed forwards, or I'm just going to use the stool, easier. Foot on something a bit lower. Okay, nice big step away and a bend down. That's really going to work this hip flexor. Legs, just be careful with your balance, whichever version you're doing. You're doing the version with your foot up on a chair. Again, just watch you don't tip back, trying to go straight down. And relax. Okay, just move that out the way. Okay, and we're just going to take feet parallel, just underneath your hips, soft knees, a little figure of 8. So we're doing a loop with one hip, then the other hip. So that next term, your legs are going to fly around because these hips will be so loose. Feet in second position, arms open to second, we're reaching up and over, up, over. Remember to make those arms as wide as you can. And keep the hips still, so really working the muscles at the side. Upright, feet into first position for forward port de bras. Reach towards the floor. Scoop the arms, pull everything up together, and open. So let the head relax as you go forwards, just as far forward as you can go. Then scoop, bring everything up together. And one more, all the way down. Let me watch this time. Good. Scoop up. And open. Good, just give yourselves a shake off. One more leggy one. And we did this last week. So we're going to take your leg onto either a bar, okay, or a chair, depending on which height you want to take it. Okay, or you can take the leg on the floor. So floor would be here, out on your heel, bottom out. Okay, leg on the chair, leaning forward, stretching forward towards your foot, or on your bar, reaching forward towards your foot. I can't lean. Okay, so whichever version you want to do with whichever leg you would like to use first. Okay? So remember, we're trying not to crunch your head towards your knees. It's a nice long stretch. Nice deep breaths. Well done now. If you've got your leg up high, be careful bringing it down so you don't twist. Go on to the second leg. Again, same height options. Floor, medium or high. And relax. Right. Okay, so that's our stretches finished. Let me just pause. Okay, so if you've got a bar or chair in the way, just move it out the way and we'll come into our centre work. Okay, port de bras was really simple. We're using fourth position with the arms. So we took from bras bas, legs pulled up. First and second. Bring the arm up to fourth, and then we're trying to keep that long line, fourth and fourth. Then with our transfer of weight, fourth and fourth. We go as if we were going to do another one. Scoop that leg round, squeeze in, so that's your ensemble soutenu. Okay, without falling over. Then we start again with the other arm. 3 and 4, and over, and squeeze. We go again. So remember, on the ensemble soutenu, sorry, my balance is wobbly, as you can see. What we're trying to do is get the Rhonda John, the squeeze in with the feet, twist, and then come down nice and soft at the end. Okay, so you just have that little cheat with your feet, because otherwise you're going to end up in a bit of a knot. Right, here we go. First position, arms down, shoulders wide. Think of all the posture we're using at the bar. First, second, fourth. Over to the side. Turn, scoop. First, second. Reach over. Squeeze. Really keep those shoulders wide. Right? Oh, sorry, wobbly. Reach up and over, so wide circle. And rest. Good. Right, we'll just get ready to pick that up. So we'd added something onto that. We took the first part the same. Da-da-da-da-dum. But then straight away we took 4 balancés de côté, which was side to side. 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and step turn. Come down. Then we did the other arm. So you have to go this way first. So the only thing I think for everyone that's here, because you've all balancé de côté before, is remembering which way to go first. So you're going to lift your right arm and you go that way first. So whichever arm comes over, you imagine if you had pointy fingers, that's the way you're going to go first for the balancé. It's just tricky because you're going from standing on both feet. Okay, here we go. We'll just pick it up with the music because it's a lovely track. arms first. Step turn. Other arm, we're going this way. Keep that long curve. Turn, sutanu. Try and stretch that leg out before you step on it. It's the last set. And turn. Good. Now just remember on the balancing Dakota, when I blurted out, stretch that leg. We're trying to go as long as you can in your whatever space you've got, obviously. So really long steps side to side. Oh, lovely. Well done. I'll just stop her. Right. Okay. The moment we all love, glissade and pas de bourrée. Yes. It's gotten so good, especially the single ones. So, I think if I start about here, then I should just fit in. So we're going to start with the right leg behind, derrière. We're going to travel to the right. So these are all glissade derrière. We're using the back leg and we're going to the back, whichever side that is. Take an arm out. We start off with 2 glissade down in your plie. And close, then a pas de bourrée. Pick up the same leg. 1, 2, 3. We change arms. We're going back the other way. 1, 2, behind, side, close. Then we take 3 glissades. 1, 2, 3. Makes the pas de bourrée much quicker. And 1, and 2, and 3. Then, this was the tricky one. Glissade, pas de bourrée, glissade, pas de bourrée. So we went and close, and close, Third time, Then a releve. Little pause, ready to reset. Start the whole thing again. Sometimes it's easier if you think of the single ones as being the number 3 from the one before. Number 3, Number 3, Might help, might not. Okay? Right leg derrière. Prepare the arms on the introduction of the music. And with the arms in glissades, point the way you're going. Ready? 3, 1, 2. Oh, sorry. I know I do that every week, but something in my brain just wants to start with 3s. It's definitely 2 to start with. You are all fabulous, and as always, it's my mistake. Here we go. 2, definitely 2. And 1, 2. And 1, 2. 3 glissade. 3, 2, 1, pas de bourrée. Now the single ones, glissade, Releve. Well done. Right leg behind, starting with 2s. Ready? And 2. Hind side, front. 3. 3. Pa, pa, pa. 1. Releve. Well done, give your legs a shake off. Right, I think my counting is just, my brain has given up counting forever. Right, so next week I think you should all come with cards to hold up to remind me whether it's 2s, 3s or 1s, because, oh dear, sorry. I'm sure your pas de bourrées were good, it was just my counting. So let's go on to one we don't need to count so much. Our springs, jumps and springs, or sautés and petit jetés. So we're starting off with the legs parallel, and it's a bit like hopscotch to start with, but we do the scotch first. So we go jump, ping, jumping. The reason we're doing it in parallel is to get used to landing on one leg. Okay, so make sure your brain knows you're coming down on one leg. Otherwise, some weird things might happen to your knees. And also, when you're in parallel, there's more chance of these knees going over your toes. Then we'll pause. I'll shout something about being turned out. We're taking it in first position. This was a little bit trickier. So we're taking a sauté, landing in first, and then it goes into a petit jeté position. Okay, sauté, jeté, sauté, jeté. Okay, same thing. This leg you're landing on must be going the same direction as your toes. Otherwise, these knees are going to be a bit funny. At any time, if the springing becomes too much, just take it as if we were doing it at the bar, like in a fondue. Okay, it's using the same muscles. So starting in parallel. And Scotch hop. Let's go turned out. Sauté, jeté. Good, let's go parallel. Scotch hop. Turned out. Sauté. Well done. Right. We're going to have a go at the changements. I'm starting to struggle with the jumping now, as you can see. So I might mark the last set. Okay, means you can either mark it with me or you can keep jumping, because we had taken it last week into doing the exercise 3 times through, which was hard work. So a changement, we're starting with your feet. Again, the choice of third or fifth, depending on your legs. And it was just 3 changements, and change, and change, and change. Pause. 1, 2, 3. 6 times, then a rest. 6 times, then a rest. Then, if you can do it, 6 times and a rest. I know some of you were going to go home and practice doing rewinding and doing it 4 times. I'm not that person. Right, here goes. Deep breath. And 1, 2, 3. 2. Two more sets. Sit. And rest. Ready? We're going again. 1. 2 more. 5. 6. Pause. Ready for this last set? And 2, 3. Halfway. 4, 5, 6. And shake your legs off. Well done, everyone. Good job. Right. Let's take a little cool down. So we're going to start with our feet in second position. Yeah, second position. We'll do some side port de bras and some sways with a twist. Forward port de bras, and then our reverence. Oh, tuckered out. So, lifting, up and over. Breathe in. We're going to change to a sway, actually just 3 sways, my mistake. And then I push with the arms. I'm allowed to change my mind. Just get that nice deep breath on the arms, wave. 2, 3. Last set. Bring the feet into first. Reach forward. Down to the floor. And all the way up. One more, reach to the floor. And up. We're going to step to the right. Take the arms all the way up. And the other side. Really feel that long posture, tiara's on. First position. The elegant posture. And relax. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much. Apologies, as always, for my terrible counting. Right. So, as you know, that was the end of the kind of 6-week block that we'd done for the summer till we found out what was happening next. So, unfortunately, we have to continue online for, well, fortunately or fortunately, depending on where you are in the country, Anne. So, we're going to continue online for another 5 weeks, because we're just waiting for the next government update. Then, once we've got that, we'll know whether the 5 weeks after that we'll be back in the studio or whether we'll be back online for a bit longer. We just don't know yet. Okay? So, next week, just on the same as normal. Possibly be me. That's me 37 and a bit weeks now. So, it might be me, it might not be me. We'll see. And then I'll just keep going as long as I can. And then Olivia has agreed that she'll step in and just cover the classes when I'm unable to move around so much. Okay, right, happy dancing everyone, and hopefully see you all next week. Bye.